Hey y'all, it is Hope at Crafty Hope here, and I am working on the second to last page. Y'all saw how excited I got. That second to last page in my Dilutions journal. I do have a couple more blank ones I need to get started on, but we're going to finish up this one first. You can see here I started with some paintiness on this page. This was some excess paint I had when I was doing some paint mixing and testing for both my Red Riding Hood hop and for the Yumi Same 3 that I did in February. So those were just some excess paint that I want to waste and had thrown down on that journal. Let's see. So I'm going to go in. I'm not going to cover it all up because it is some pretty colors there, but I am going to start with a little bit of collage. Once I got started on my collage, I saw some ink had seeped through the spine there, so I went ahead and just covered that up with a little bit of masking tape. More just to disguise it than anything. Just, didn't want that. It was, I don't know, some bright pink or purple, and it was very distracting from the teals and blues I had going on here. So I am laying down a layer of just book pages using my Uhu glue stick, and like I said, I'm not going to cover it up a whole lot. I'm trying to keep this as intuitive as possible, playing with some things that are sitting around on my desk. I keep a couple little buckets of scrap, and so I'm gonna try those here, and then in a minute I'm going to come in. Michelle of Michelnay has recently done a couple things. I think her Yumi Same 3, and then she did I don't remember if it was a story or just one of her, not a story, IGTV or on her wall or what. Anyway, on Instagram somewhere she did where she used a Citrus Solve National Geographic page and did a transfer technique. So I decided, hey, I'm playing around, not sure what I'm going to do. Let me go ahead and try that technique Michelle shared. And all she does is take a little bit of her glue stick on that Citrus Solve National Geographic magazine and put it down. Now, if you haven't seen the Citrus Solve technique, I suggest you go look it up. I don't have a tutorial for it because I've just started playing and I haven't been able to find a whole lot of National Geographics yet. So you saw I just burnished those down a little and then I'm peeling them up. They did stick a little to some of the other pages I had put down, but that's okay. I'm gonna end up just sticking actually those pages down in my journal because I'm not gonna waste some fun messy pages. I mean, look at that, look how pretty that is. I'm not gonna waste that, so I'm gonna go ahead, sticky or not, go ahead and place it down in this journal. And I should have sped this up a little bit, but that gave me a minute to tell you about Michelle's Citrus Solve. Yeah, about the transfer technique that Michelle discovered. So, and I did get this video down to just shy of 11 minutes. So I'm pretty proud of myself there. All right, so like I said, I'm doing intuitive here. I decided I wanted to do some scribbling. So I grabbed a bag of colored pencils. I think they're Prismacolor ones, and pulled out a crayon, and it was pink. And I don't do a lot of pink, but I thought, hey, that kind of goes with this teal and blue going on. So I am scribbling. I scribbled and scribbled, and I forgot how much fun it was to play with those Prismacolors and how much color you really get from them. So if I remember it, I may put in some more. And see, I think there I may have seen a face. Yeah, I was trying to see it, but I could see it in the Tiffany talks about all the time how she'll see a face in her viewfinder of her camera, and I can see it now, and I think I could see it then, and I was trying to decide if I thought I could do it, and I decided that I just couldn't, that I wasn't going to be able to bring out the face like I could see it, and it drives me a little crazy now because I can see it even better. And so I'm a little frustrated that I didn't do it. But I'm going with it. I decided I'm going to make a bit of this feel a little more cohesive and pull out my little brayer and some gesso and brayer over all of this. And again, I'm just trying to make this kind of cohesive, and I think I was trying to make sure I didn't see that girl anymore. But can you see it? Her hair is the blue part, and where that strip of the magazine is her eyes, and she's like peeking over that piece of paper. Ah! Okay, I'm gonna get over it. It's fine. Maybe next time I'll go with it. So, yeah. See, I think I'm still looking at it. I'm not sure what I'm doing. And then I grab my Stabilo All pencil and I scribble, because what I needed here was more scribbles. But like I said, I'm doing it intuitive, and I was trying to get past seeing that face. So, and then I have a super wet brush, and I'm a little mad because I didn't let that gesso dry a lot, so it gets a little muddy in with the Stabilo, and that's not great, but it does definitely add a bit of grunge. But I'm going to fix it all here in just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and dry this page. Once I add some more scribbles, there was enough grunge right there. So yeah, I'm going to dry this page. And I decided I needed some yellow. Yellow to me is always a pop of something, and pulled out that Dilutions paint, and y'all, it was solid. And I tried put my finger in it to see if I could get anything off of it. Could not do it. So I've since gone through all my Dilutions to see if any of it's salvageable, and it is, and that was just my fault. I probably didn't close it well, but it's fine. I am going to save this page here with some Liquitex Cadmium Yellow Light Hue acrylic ink. And y'all, I loved this. As soon as I started putting down, you see I just put a little bit of the ink on my table, and I am just blotting it across my page, and I had to put all the yellow down. I think I could have just painted that whole page in yellow. I loved it so much. It lifted this page. It brought some bright and happy and joy to it, and I am so glad I decided to bring that yellow in, because it works with the pink, it works with that teal. I don't know, it was a good choice. So then I grabbed the, what are these called? Clipping? No, they're not clippings. Quote chips. Hey, they're Tim Holtz quote chips. And they're kind of chunky, so I peeled some of the backer off to make it a little bit thinner. I've seen other artists do that, and I was like, why haven't I thought of that? Because as thick as this Dilutions is, I didn't need any more chunk to it. And I am playing with, I've got a bag of, I call them my stacks, my sewn stacks, and it's pieces of paper and fabric and trimmings and all kinds of stuff that one day I sat down on my sewing machine and just made these little sewn stacks. And so I was going through those and found that one that I like that's kind of neutral, but it almost felt too neutral. So you see, I'm looking at it. I didn't like that the top was, I don't like the straight line, so I tore it a little. And then I started trying to figure out what I could add to make that little stack less neutral. And I went through, I pulled out some Distress Oxide spray, some Distress Oxide stamp. But I ended up grabbing the acrylic paint that's actually that teal in the background of this. I think it's called Deep Sea. It's a Target brand acrylic paint. It was on clearance, so I don't know if they still carry it or not. But I'm just gonna get a little bit of that paint, put it on my nonstick craft sheet, get a watery fan brush, and splatter right there onto that. And that, I don't know, that's gonna really help integrate that little stack into my page, because it needed, I don't know, it stood out too much, too stark, too boring, too neutral on this fabulous page. And then I am going to, I think I'm going to get some Liquitex gel medium to glue down the Live in the Moment to my stack and the stack to my page. And I'm trying to remember if there's something else I do after that. I don't think there is, y'all. I think that is the end of this page. I was just pulling things at random and sticking them down, and I found how much I really love that yellow acrylic ink and scribbling with a pencil, and I'm gonna, have to play some more. I do hope y'all enjoyed this. If you have any questions about my process or my materials, don't hesitate to ask. And make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching, y'all. Keep on crafting on. Bye.